Hello foodies, it's your girl Clenam and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to take you straight to Italy, or we're going to bring Italy to our dinner table with this easy tiramisu recipe. So without wasting your time, let's dive right in. So prepare your ladyfingers, cocoa powder, coffee, sugar, mascarpone, eggs, and let's get it started. First thing I'm going to do is to dissolve my coffee, and for that I'm going to need a little more than half liter of warm water, to which I'm going to add my coffee, stir and leave it on the side to cool whilst I go ahead with the rest of the preparation. And hey, do not forget that all the quantities of the ingredients will be stated in the description box below, so make sure you check them out. And it's now time for our eggs, and what I'm going to do is to separate the yolk from the white parts of the egg, and you're going to see what I'm going to do with them in a second. It's now time to grab my sugar, and I'm going to use half of it to whip my yolk, and the other half I'm going to use to whip the white parts of the egg. After about 3 to 5 minutes of whipping, you get to this color and this consistency, which means it's now time to add our mascarpone, and I'm going to do this little at a time. So I'm going to add the first half, whip a little bit, and then I'm going to add the second half. So when you buy your tiramisu, it's normally in the fridge, but it is advisable to leave it outside the fridge for at least an hour when you get home before you start the preparation of your tiramisu, just to guarantee a soft result. So if we did the right thing, everything will be well incorporated and you're supposed to get this soft and supple cream. Before we move on, I'm going to need you to wash these things. I actually don't know what they're called. But yeah, I'm going to wash them before I move to the next step. And then you remember the half of the sugar, I'm going to add it to the white parts of the egg. And I'm going to do the same thing that I basically did with the yolk, and that is to whip, whip, and whip. This step actually takes much more time than the yolk. And how do you know it's ready? Good question. Well, all you have to do is to just move your bowl around, and if it's solid enough not to move, you know it's ready. And now all we have to do is to just merge the two creams together, and we are going to do this with gentle and delicate movements. We are not cooking banku, so please just be delicate. I think our cream is ready. What I'm going to do is to try to taste, and yeah, it is. So let's move along, and it's now time for the coffee, in which we're going to dip our biscuit. But before we do that, we are going to spread a little bit of the cream on the bottom of our casserole before we start our layers. When dipping your biscuit into the coffee, let it be a quick dip and do not roll it over and over into the coffee, because then you're going to have a watery tiramisu instead of a solid and creamy one. And we don't want that. And also don't be scared to be abundant with the quantity of cream that you put in between the layers. This is going to take your tiramisu to a whole nother level. In some parts of Italy, they normally add some liquor to the tiramisu, and that can be either marsala, or some even go to the extent of adding martini. I have kids over and I don't want child support to come for me, so I'm going to do without. But if that's your thing, just do you. time for the final step, which is going to be to sprinkle our cocoa powder on top of our tiramisu, and then we'll be ready to please our palate, scoop after scoop and bite after bite. Hard work really does pay off, so it's now time for me to enjoy. So as usual, if you like what you see or if you loved what you saw, please do not forget to support my channel by subscribing, liking, sharing, and hey, let me also know what you think in the comment section below. Till the next recipe, it's bye bye for now.